Hello Tuesday and hello everybody. It's Mark Jones, branch manager of Directions Home Loan, host of Key Factors podcast, and co-founder of ReviewMyMortgage.com, the largest index of mortgage programs nationally. And this is your daily Millennial Mortgage update. Let's first jump straight into our interest rate of the day. And as mentioned before, I am utilizing a Google function and tool here in your browser. Essentially type in today's mortgage rates and it'll pull up the actual chart here. And again, as mentioned before, make sure to utilize the drop downs to make sure that you are searching in the correct state and putting the correct down payment, because what I've found is this thing is pretty accurate in regards to the average compiled rates. So as of today, we are sitting at 4.403%. Kind of staying pretty stagnant for the last 2 days. So that brings an end to the rate-driven refinances out there in the market, but there's still opportunity for those that are seeking to pull cash out of their property, maybe leverage overpaying off debt that is still at a higher interest rate than what you see, 4.4%, in addition to shrinking your term. We have to continue to put this in perspective. Historically, interest rates have been at the very lowest they've possibly been. Rates can only stay low for so long before we actually have inflation issues. And as you notice, the Fed has announced that they were going to continue to raise the interest rates gradually. All right, so let's jump straight into our article of the day. And our article is entitled Big Jump in Home Seller Profits. It's brought to us by Jan Swanson, and it starts with Adam's 2021 year-end report on housing market found it was far from a typical year. The company noted a number of recent or all-time highs and lows were set, including homeowners' tenure, institutional investment, and homeowners' return on investment. Homeowners who sold their houses in 2021 realized a median profit of $94,092 according to data released by Adam. That was a 45.3% gain, up from $64,931 and a 33.6% in 2020. The profit based on the median purchase and sales price was the highest level of profitability since at least 2008, when Adam started tracking the data. Profits rose in 90% of 173 metropolitan housing markets with enough data to analyze. So, what is this telling me, guys? In my opinion, and I like to give my opinion and take on these articles, this tells me that it can only last for so long. The good times were rolling in regards to not necessarily taking advantage of the market, but definitely getting more out than what is typically anticipated. And that was obviously due to many factors. You had the perfect storm. We're talking the pandemic, which then caused a shortage of workers, which then caused a backlog of materials, supply and demand. Materials then go up, and it caused a shortage of houses all over the United States, which then increased the prices of homes dramatically. So based on that, all the folks that have sold their home in the last 2 years, it was fun. You had a good run, but I can't say that it's necessarily coming to an end, but you will see a taper off of the property values to stabilize a little bit in most locations in the United States. Now, in Texas, where we live, I believe that we're going to continue to see our gradual uptick in property values simply because we're still out of inventory. So therefore, when you have no inventory and your supply is low and your demand is high, it drives up the prices. We may not see it at the rates that we did in the last 2 years, but definitely if you are interested in getting a piece of this, it is definitely better to buy sooner than later, because you're essentially missing out on equity you would have had you pulled the trigger a bit sooner instead of waiting. They're not going backwards. They're not going backwards anytime soon. As far as the property values around the United States, and they're definitely not going backwards here in Texas. So if you are in the market for moving to Texas, relocating, please visit us at LaCanteraLoans.com, and one of our loan officers will be ready to help provide your options, especially if you're looking to potentially keep a home that you currently have and convert it into an investment property, or sell it. We've got all the options available for you and definitely would like the opportunity. So that was your daily Millennial Mortgage update. I'm Mark Jones, your Millennial Mortgage expert, and you guys make today count.